Hello, we are the MEM 435 Group 7, consisting of Amanda, Craig, Deepu, Philip, and Matthew. Today we will be proposing our design for a robotic jellyfish for the Center of Aquatic Sciences. The problem statement we are presented with was to develop an educational device that is useful for teaching principles of biology and engineering sciences that are taught as a part of the educational programs at the Center of Aquatic Sciences. So after some initial research and concept brainstorming, a singular topic captivated our group: jellyfish. The main questions we had were: how do they see, how and why do they glow, and how do they move? We wanted to address and teach these concepts with our product. Jellyfish use sensory structures called rhoophalia, which allow detection of light, chemicals, and movement. Within the rhoophalia, there are two organs: ocelli, the light sensor, and stratocys, the balance sensor. We decided we could use an ultrasonic sensor to mimic the type of biological sensor, which sends out and listens to the echo of short ultrasonic pulses. Some jellyfish light up through bioluminescence as a defense adaptation. They have tissue that is able to undergo chemical reactions to produce blue or green light in response to stimuli. Jellyfish use bioluminescence for many reasons. They will light up when they are startled, as a distraction method to misdirect a predator, or as a warning to other jellyfish. We decided we could easily represent this biological phenomenon with light-emitting diodes or LEDs.
Now the jellyfish move by flexing their muscles and changing the shape of their body to pull and push water from underneath them. Most of the time, jellyfish will just float along with the current of the ocean. However, the jellyfish will move in case of a predator or to just change directions. They can move by squeezing their bodies, which displaces water from underneath them and allows the jellyfish to propel through the water. This movement is like a pulse. We decided we could represent this action using a servo motor, a type of electric motor that can pull the jellyfish up or let it float down. We will use this servo to physically move up or down the jellyfish based on the user input. Now the device will be a desktop animal model with overall dimensions of 2 feet by 3 feet by 4 feet, but can also be quickly disassembled into a much smaller form factor for traveling. The jellyfish model will be a 6-inch diameter sphere, which is about the same size as a crystal jellyfish, which typically range from 2 to 4 inches in diameter. The model will be an accurate representation of how jellyfish move in the wild, responding to predators, which in our case is a hand placed underneath the ball. The robotic jellyfish will also have LED lights to change colors as well. We are mimicking the movement of a jellyfish in the wild by having it pulse when it moves up, which it will be pulled by a line and a pulley driven by the servo motor. Educators will be able to demonstrate how jellyfish navigate their surroundings, while students will be able to make the jellyfish move by placing their hand underneath the jellyfish. This allows for educators and students to interact with the device, which draws students' attention. Ideally, the educator will speak about how the jellyfish actually move and then showcase the model for a live demonstration and have students taking turns moving the jellyfish. This product can also be tailored for multiple different types of data collection, such as counting the number of light pulses or ranking how quickly the jellyfish moves based on interactions. Once the natural science is presented, educators can dive into how the model was engineered and talk about the science behind the components. The main pieces of technology used in this model are ultrasonic sensors, LED lights, a servo motor, and an Arduino to power and run everything. The outer shell will be a 3D printed sphere that will house some of the electronics. Inside the shell will be an ultrasonic sensor that detects if a hand is underneath the jellyfish. On the surface of the sphere, however, there will be LED lights that allow the model to change colors. The quote-unquote rope that suspends the sphere will actually be an Ethernet cable, which doubles as our data link between the sphere and the Arduino unit. We chose to use an Ethernet cable because it spools well, allows for quick disconnects, and also has the right amount of wires needed for data transfer. At the top of the unit, there is a servo motor attached to a spool where the excess Ethernet cable will be stored. The unit is powered by a standard wall outlet, and the frame itself is composed of 2 feet by 4 feet base legs and threaded rod to hold up the bridge where the servo mounted. Our model teaches students how jellyfish move with an interactive demonstration. Through this, we are able to teach STEM concepts such as ultrasonic sensors, how LED lights work, and the basics of control feedback. This idea meets the critical needs and specifications such as interactivity, complexity, cost requirements, space requirements, maintenance, durability for multiple demonstrations, and a direct output reactions to users' input. Now, Bree, our Aquatic Center representative, explained how she never heard an idea like this, and from our research, we haven't seen an interactive robotic jellyfish, which proves that our idea is both novel and ideal for this application. This is a compiled list of references from our research. Thank you for your time and attention, and we look forward to hearing your feedback.